Yo, what's going on? Turn Two Podcast here with your boy Coach Marcus.
And back here with Coach Zach.
Yeah, and we're gonna get back into. We actually just finished watching a video that went over like the 5 things that
5 myths.
Yeah, the biggest 5 lies about youth travel baseball. So I kind of wanted to just kind of get our inputs on it. So, furthermore, what's question number one that he brought up?
So first thing he brought up was strength and conditioning. And what I mean by that is kids from 8 to 12, should they be lifting weights and worried about getting into the weight room? And if they do that at a young age, it kind of leads us to our next topic about velocity. So working out young, are you going to reach a good velocity at 12 years old because you've been hitting the weights and getting strong?
I think like when it comes to like strength and conditioning, I think young kids definitely need to do body weight stuff. Ton of body weight. Just have them go out there and do some body weight stuff. I think honestly, you could probably start lifting weights around 10 to 12 years old. You could probably start safely, of course.
Right.
We ain't talking about putting 245, 225 on
go
the bar.
Go try to bench or squat something.
Just go just with the bar.
That's it. That's the key.
Like teach the kid the motion, teach the kid the movement. And plus that just sets you up for such a good base for when you actually do go put weight on. You already have all your mechanics down pat. So now you just build on top of that. So I mean, I think it's good. And you need more agility anyways. Plyometrics is great for young kids. It's great for everybody, but plyometrics is good. In terms of like, I just don't think heavy lifting is necessary.
And that you bring up a good point with just the bar, because there's 2 ways you can really lift to maximize potential: is a lot of weight, little reps, and little weight, a lot of reps. You got to max out your reps until the muscles burn, until you can't, if you're trying to get that muscle mass, until you can't push again. So
I mean, we're not like strength and conditioning experts, but it seems like in my mind, especially at a young age, if I can learn how to move the bar efficiently and quickly, that's gonna help with my coordination and explosiveness. You know what I'm saying? So learning how to quickly move a bar, learning how to get down in that squat and shoot back up. Same thing with the bench press, letting it come down and powering back through. You know, like those things are good for athletes.
I also think of things kids could do is like very light leg weights, like go jog with some leg weights on.
That's old school,
you know, little things like that. Because when a kid is a kid and they're still growing, you don't want to overstimulate the muscles and lift too heavy. So there's a fine line of, am I going to work out and strength conditioning? Like you said, body mass is very important. Always lift your body, you know, like push-ups, sit-ups, things you do with your body only is going to help kids a lot.
So I guess what his point was is that people think that you shouldn't be lifting before high school. Is that it? Like, that just sounds crazy to me.
I know it was.
Because I was like 14 years old.
I wasn't lifting like weights, but I remember my dad got me at a young age, just showed me how to bench press with the bar and had little dumbbells and just, you know, doing push it, you know, and curls, things like that.
I think if you wait until high school to start doing that stuff, too late. I mean, it's not too late, because obviously, like if you can do it.
Most kids are above you on the learning curve.
Right. You're behind. I think so. I think you're behind. I don't think it's impossible for you to make it up, but you're going to have to put extra work in.
The one why I was talking about maximizing like muscle mass, I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger say one time, he was like, hey, you either got to lift heavy and do light, or lift to the little weight until you can't no more. And man, that's how I used to lift too. I know I'm not a big person, but I love lifting like that. Like squatting 200, 220 and just doing it like 10, 12 times, feeling that burn, like 5 rounds of that, you know? Like that was fun. That's what was fun to me. I wasn't really big into maxing and everything, but
like the big old heavy weights.
Yeah, man. I always looked at that and I said, man, I'm gonna hurt myself doing some
I mean, the more weight you put on it, the more at risk you're gonna be.
Definitely.
Because you see these power lifters lifting like 700 pounds on a squat.
I know you had
something.
guys probably like that in high school too. You worked out with who you seen like putting tons of weight in. Because I know there were
Yeah.
some guys at my high school the same way. In college, probably. I'm
So
not sure who y'all were in the gym, but
and at Shiloh, when I was at Shiloh, I was probably one of the heavier lifters.
Mhm.
But when I was at Brookwood, nah, I was middle of the pack. Like there were some boys over there that
lifting.
they were lifting because they were in football too.
Mhm.
Not many of our, I don't think, none of our like main core baseball guys at Shallow, I don't think any of us played football
Oh wow.
at Shallow.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because K. Lou played basketball.
Okay, so they definitely were on different sports, but just not football.
Yeah. Me, Cletus, Jeremy, Chase. Yeah, we all played baseball. BJ played baseball. Chad Smith played baseball.
Yeah, that was a baseball squad.
Yeah, it was like we were all baseball. So
which leads me to the next point, and I'm kind of going. He went in order, but I'm going out of order.
Mhm.
Kids from 8 to 12. I know some parents like to force them. Like, we're playing baseball all year round. You're practicing baseball from January to January. You know, not nonstop. What do you think about that? Do you think that helps a kid, or do you think a kid should take a break? And I know we talked about that a little bit on this podcast already, but do you think a kid should take a break and play a different sport, or maybe not play any sport at all?
You like playing year-round baseball?
Year-round baseball. Either it's practicing or games year-round if you're in a certain, like Florida, Georgia. You know, some locations you can, Texas.
I think, oh man. So I think it really depends on the person.
Mhm.
But I think ideally, if you can do this, and I think if you do this process I'm about to tell you, I think it's the perfect one. So spring, summer, that's your baseball time.
Mhm.
Okay, you go play your 10,
Break it
11,
down with the
12.
months for me. Break it
So
down.
that,
what
I mean,
months you
I'm
want to
thinking
practice baseball?
for youth travel,
Mhm.
I'm thinking March to probably July.
Mhm.
That is straight baseball. Okay. Then once you get out of that season, I think you need to take a month off, go start to use that month and start to go into the weight room.
Mhm.
And like you said, it doesn't have to be weights. Go start
Speed,
using
agility.
resistant bands. Go start doing your speed and agility. Start to get your body prepped for the off season. In the fall, I mean, truth be told, you really only play if you're in our leagues, you're playing Sunday only games.
Right.
With probably about 2 practices per week. Oh man, it's tough because I personally I will probably go maybe play on a tournament team that doesn't necessarily practice, but we still go play the games.
I see what you're saying.
Because with my days that I have, I want to fill that up with proper strength and conditioning. I want to fill that up with also, if I need to, some lessons to really get honed in on my skills.
A lot of reps, a lot of one-on-ones.
And a lot of rest. Because personally, once you get out of that spring, summer, a lot of kids, y'all's minds are gone in the fall. Like it's just like, hey,
we made it through the season.
Yeah. I mean,
and
you start getting like that, you start getting burnt out. Go play another sport too. Go use that time to also go play another sport. So I think it's good if you do take a good break. Because I think if you do play all the time, hold on, time out. UPS man just pulled.
I seen that.
I don't know if he was trying to get in the mail. Oh, he just trying to drop something off. All right, time in. But yeah, I think playing another sport, getting your proper rest, going to get the lessons that you need, the proper instruction that you need.
I like that.
And playing strength and conditioning, and then playing your game on the weekend. That seems like a perfect formula to me, just for that good off season. Because you do not need to sit here and just. I hate to say it, but sometimes the more practice that you go to and you attend doesn't always mean that you're getting better. because sometimes we see that a lot. We just saw it with our kids yesterday. They just go through the motions.
They just go through.
They're
They
tired.
go out there and
They're tired.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man,
I would say I agree 100%. I couldn't say it any better. So I mean, you took the words out of my mouth on that one. I had nothing to say.
You know, it's crazy. I did play all year round, but like I said,
we did for the most part too, as 8 through 12.
Yeah.
I think like we were talking about before we started rolling. Played a couple different sports here and there in between.
Yeah,
but it was mostly baseball.
I would say I played basketball, played football 1 year, and then what else? Tried out a little soccer.
I wish I would have tried out a little soccer.
Yeah,
Get my feet
back in the day, it
wasn't popping like it is.
Yeah,
now,
back in the day, if you played soccer, you were looked at as like a little sissy. Or something
bro. I remember. I remember in elementary school. I'll never forget this memory. Soccer field. You know, they had soccer, playground, basketball.
Yeah,
that's what my school looked like. Went to the soccer field first. Got my shins kicked out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, after that, straight to the basketball court. I ain't returned to soccer field after that. But all right, let's talk about this next one. So this was interesting. I hit on it just a minute ago. Throwing velocity at a young age. People think that if my kid throws velocity, he can get scouted out of middle school and get his college education ready and scholarship ready because he throws 83 at 12.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Marcus? How do you feel about that?
I mean, if God gave you the ability, God gave you the ability. I ain't gonna knock you for it, but I don't think we should be pushing every single kid that velocity is your goal.
Mm-hmm.
That creates a terrible culture and just an injury profile.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, we're just gonna have injuries on injuries on injuries. Kids aren't. We said it. I don't know. I can't remember which podcast we said it on, but dude, we have more guys on the IR than we do able to play. Mm-hmm. And these guys are all trying to get to the MLBs. You're not even going to be able to throw there when you get there because your arm's cooked.
Yep.
So you did all these exercises, got the heavy balls, got the weighted balls, and did all this stuff, worn out your elbow.
And let's not mention, if you have an injury or a surgery on your record, that pushes a lot of scouts away. Yeah. Like, hey, that's a guy who's injury prone. I'm not going to waste my pick on him. I only get 8 of them or 6 of them, however many it is. I'm not wasting my pick on that guy.
No, I think y'all got to focus early in their careers, baseball careers. It's not about velocity. It's about teaching a kid how to throw a strike, and how to consistently, and then after that, it's consistently competing in the zone with more than one pitch. So we get our fastball down pat and throw that first strike when I want to. Okay. Then after that, I need to be able to command my fastball and my changeup. So my fastball and my changeup, I need to learn how to get in the strike zone when I want to.
Right. And hit the spot that you want to hit.
Yes.
At least the corner you want to hit.
Go master those. We still don't care about velocity. Mm-hmm. We're worrying about, can you throw a fastball and then can you keep them off time with your
And I was about to say, even with your fastball, it doesn't matter how hard you throw. If you could take 4 or 5 miles off a fastball and then put 5 more back on the next pitch, you make when you're little, you make a 50-mile-an-hour fastball look like a 70. You know what I'm saying?
60,
it's just difference for the batter's eyes and timing, like you just said. So,
and especially at the young age, and no offense, but like a lot of these hitters, y'all really don't know how to hit. You know how to go up there and swing at a ball.
You're not ready,
but you don't know how to hit. So if you go up there as a pitcher and know how to pitch your fastball and your changeup, you have that advantage over the hitters. Because most hitters don't know how to hit; they know how to swing.
And just another thing for the pitchers, your goal isn't always to strike every guy out. No. You got all those guys behind you.
Yeah, I'll take 15 ground balls for 15 outs.
And that's all it is.
Take 15 pop-ups.
Switching velocities is causing people to lean forward, roll it out to second, short, third, and make an easy ground ball.
Ground ball. And plus, the perfect inning ain't 9 strikes for 3 strikeouts. That's not the perfect inning. Perfect inning in baseball is 3 pitches, 3 outs.
That's the
perfect inning.
Right there. Yeah, you in top tier because you want to get out every inning with as least pitches as possible.
That's the goal. And honestly, if you're going to strike, and I'm not saying striking everybody out is not important because once you command your stuff, you're going to be striking people out.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing it up there, just pumping gas, ooh, you're going to get tired.
Yeah,
You're going to be tired.
quick.
You're going to be a 2-inning monster.
You're a closer.
Yeah, you can be a closer. Yeah. You go like Craig Kimbrell or somebody who just goes all out
for one
good inning.
And that's it. And if those 3 batters don't go right, we got to bring somebody else in.
We go to the long relief. Yeah. So
don't focus on velocity.
Nah, don't focus on velocity. Like we said, get to that fastball changeup and then go. I think velocity will come naturally after you do your, and plus strength and conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
If you do your strength and conditioning properly, your body, you're building this base that your body can handle you
throwing harder,
and provide the energy. Because also why a lot of kids get in trouble early on is because they throw all on. Yeah. They don't know how to use their lower body at all.
That's true.
So
slinging it.
Just slinging it. Mm-hmm. And coaches aren't
like they see somebody slinging it, it's like, they're doing it right. They got it. You know?
Yeah, or like, oh, he throws hard, but he throws like he doesn't throw right, but he throws hard as some team. I mean, I'm not gonna tell anything.
Right.
No, you gotta get on that kid. Like, hey, if you screw 8 years old, do you want to pitch when you're 16?
Right.
Or do you want to throw when you're 16?
Do you even want to play
They're
high
gonna be
school?
like, yeah, okay, I need you to learn how to use your legs and stop just manhandling the baseball. Use your legs, follow through. And velocity is overdone. If you really start to care about your kid, you need to get them off the velocity train and just teach them how to pitch.
Because the velocity comes as you get older. We just get stronger. Yes. And then if you play into college ball and major league ball, you're going to be a grown man. So you got strength by then.
Yeah.
You're throwing as hard as you can. Next topic, and this is our last one, and it's the most interesting one, I'd say. What is the difference from a kid playing 8 to 12 years old in a recreational league compared to a travel league from the same ages? And do you think playing in the travel league gives them an edge up going into high school?
1,000%.
I think 1,000% as well. You just played more competitive games, most likely.
Yeah.
Unless you have a recreational league that's just out this world, which most places don't, I would say.
So let's see. You get into high school at like age 13 years old. That means from, let's say you started 7U.
Right.
So from 7U to 13U, you played strictly rec ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, and heck, maybe even 10 at some parks. Mm-hmm. Those are your solid rec ball teams because everybody's still in rec ball.
Right.
Nobody really has ventured out into travel ball yet or competitive baseball, so they all get stuck in rec ball. Okay. But then when you get to 11, 12, 13, those kids, and I'm not being mean, but those kids that are still in rec ball are not at the same caliber as they were a couple of years ago when they were in rec ball. When you were playing younger rec ball, you were getting good looks. You're probably playing against some of the better kids in your town, blah, blah, blah. But once you get to that 11 years old, all those better kids, they don't went on to travel.
They ventured off.
Mm-hmm. Now you're playing with the scraps. And I don't mean that in the wrong way, but you're playing with the leftovers. Mm-hmm. And there's no way that you're going to sit there and tell me that 11 to 13U rec ball is even comparable to 11 to 13U travel ball.
So you're saying those 11 to 13 years are probably one of the most prime times of we have to venture off.
You have, but if you don't venture off by then, dude, you're
probably
behind
not
the ball.
Taking high school too serious.
No, you're behind the ball.
Right.
Like 11 years old when they get, I think that's 50 feet when they start pitching, or 55, whatever, or no, I think 12 is 55, but whatever it is. Like you start to see guys actually come into their bodies,
right,
and throwing. Mm-hmm. Like these guys are now pitching harder. Your little rec ball teams maybe only have one kid that could throw like that.
Mm. That one kid in the rec league who the team got every year.
Yes, first round draft pick. That's who everybody wants.
Right.
Okay, you have that one person, sure. But after that, I'm sorry, but Jimmy Two Shoes ain't up there lobbing the ball and for 25 balls and only 4 strikes on the day.
So would you say once those kids get to high school, they're going to be seeing a level of baseball that they've
That
never seen, right?
Yep. If you say rec ball, you ain't never seen. Go to a weak high school, sure.
Right.
That loses and that like they're known for being a 5-20 team.
Right.
You know, like they're known for being like
no pick of that record.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about that record. Go there because obviously they just need bodies and you can go play.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry, but that's how a lot of high school that's how we were.
Even
at our high school that we coached at, we had to take so many guys that haven't played since they were 10 or has never played and just said, I want to come play. We needed bodies. We needed numbers.
Had to put them out there.
We had to put them out there. So if you're at that type of school, sure, go ahead.
But if you want to be in any competitive college reaching level or competitive high school,
just high school,
you gotta play. I would say you gotta play travel ball.
You not gonna play rec ball your whole career and go play at ING Academy, Parkview High School, any of these higher tier Brookwood, like any of these higher tier high schools. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna go play there,
right?
Unless we always say there might be one diamond in the rough.
True.
You might find that one, and that they're gonna be like, "Oh, I see, you're wrong." There is,
and even that diamond in the rough, you got to be on a quick learning curve to get back into pace that all these other guys are on.
Because you didn't learn the game.
You might be good, but the pace is still different.
The pace of the game is so much faster because no one actually taught you. And I'm not saying nobody, because maybe you were at that good rec ball organization that we talked about, that you had that one coach that just y'all got lucky.
Yeah, he was the truth.
Okay, he taught you baseball. Mm-hmm. These other rec ball dads and stuff, they can't teach you the actual game, the actual game of baseball. They teach you I'm not gonna say bare minimum, but they teach you enough to get you by,
to get you a decent game.
Yes, but they don't. They unfortunately they don't have the skills to teach them what could set them apart.
Right.
And I just think that's bogus to say that. I think you're a liar, and you're lying to everybody if you're going to say that rec ball and travel ball, it doesn't matter which one you play.
And we watched that video on the guy, and he actually said that. He was like, it doesn't matter who you played with.
BS.
And I think that's a little nonsense, because the high school is going to be on a fast pace. Definitely, if you want a chance at varsity.
Because he was like, oh, it doesn't matter if you, let's say, like play for Team Elite or something like that, and your high school is like, oh, well, who did you play for? Like, no, we're not going to ask that.
Right.
But we do know who you played for.
You can tell if somebody plays.
Yeah.
When they come out to warm up. It only takes the warm up.
When they play travel ball, you could tell. But if you just played rec ball, bro, I can spot you from a mile away that you've only played rec ball.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. And
it's easy to tell.
It's worth that investment in the last 2 years if you want to take high school serious.
And I know this is like far out there, but you can also tell because their equipment is so much less.
That's true.
A travel ball kid has better equipment. I know it doesn't seem like it's that important, but when you're talking about good leather glove, Rawlings, Wilson, whatever, a good leather glove, not no A200. We're talking about
not the Walmart special or the Target special.
Yes. Whether you like it or not, when a kid puts that on their hand, they're making a commitment to baseball, and they actually should know what they're doing. That's what that should be telling me. But if I see a kid go out there with the Walmart special, and come on, like
he's not, he hasn't probably played before, or he hasn't picked up the glove in years.
Because think about this, guys. If I throw a ball to you versus a rec ball player throwing a ball to you, your hand is going to hurt or it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt when a rec ball kid throws it to you. So you're okay with it. But if I throw a ball to you, you're going to be like...
With some purpose.
Because that glove has no padding. You're not... It makes a difference, bro. It makes a difference.
Like, that is a good point. Even hitting, catching a line drive or anything along those lines too.
Because and that's another thing. If you go... Bro, them balls are going to get to you faster than you see.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said, the pace of the game is so much faster.
Quick from pitching, hitting,
And
throwing
coaching.
people out, and coaching.
And coaching,
Oh
you're
gosh,
not
we didn't even
used
get
to-
to that, Marcus. Oh
because
gosh, you're gonna quit maybe the first week.
Yeah, because you as a player aren't used to that hard-nosed style of coaching. You're used to daddy or somebody's
Mhm.
dad saying, "Hey, man, you know, you're okay. You're the best player. You're okay."
Yeah,
blah,
it's
blah,
all right.
blah."
We'll get him next inning.
Yeah.
You'll hit again. We'll hit through the
you'll
lineup
hit
again. It's
blah,
all
blah,
right.
blah.
Yeah.
Nah, you haven't been with that hard coach. Like, hey, man, what are you doing? Come on, baby, we gotta go.
Right.
Like you haven't been with nobody like that, so you get to high school and all of a sudden coach is like, well, and you're like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach is saying a lot and it's kind of catching
Yeah.
you. It's a culture shock.
Mm-hmm. And I just think that you're doing yourself a great disservice if you stick to rec ball that long.
I agree 100%.
And we ain't talking about no split neither. I mean, I guess we talked, yeah, when I'm even playing, you know, how I'm gonna go do a little bit of rec ball, a little bit of travel ball. Stop it.
I don't know that we
Stop
we
it.
talked about that in another episode. I
That-
personally feel like it's gonna hurt you in the long run, but it is.
One thing I mean that you did bring up was like, hey, they're gonna have fun.
Yeah, they're gonna have more fun. They're gonna be
Rec ball.
they're probably gonna be more laid back, and you're gonna love the game maybe a little bit more. But you're not there for the competitiveness.
Nah.
And that's when you get to high school. That's your first step of competitiveness. If you're not ready for that, you're probably not gonna make the team.
Mm.
And that's really in any high school sport. Once you get to that level, it's all pure competitive. That coach is there to win and teach you, of course, but they're there to win.
I think, and random thought that just popped in my head was, remember we have a lot of kids that come up to us and always ask us about stuff. I think having that outlet of good knowledge that can respond to your questions also sets you apart, and that's what you get from travel. Well, I hope that you get from travel ball, because in rec ball, let's be honest, I ask a difficult question or a semi-difficult question. They more likely either don't know or will give me a wrong answer,
Right?
And expect me to just run with it,
right?
So you're not getting that correct information either. With a good travel ball coach, like you come up and ask us anything, I'll tell you straight up what it is.
Right.
Yeah, like any situation, anything. Come ask me if it's BS. Like we just had a kid come up to us, and great player, one of the best that we probably could ever see if he gets out his own head, but comes up to us out there every time they have a bad day hitting, and not even a bad day, just like one or two bad swings.
Right.
Coach, what's wrong with my mechanics? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? And I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it's nothing mechanical, bro. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. And a rec ball coach might not say that.
They might try to change
They're trying to change you
or
up.
something. Yeah.
I mean, even travel ball coaches are just gonna say, okay, we'll go change some things up.
Let's go do this drill.
Yeah, let's go do this drill. Or
Throw
let's
a
go
new
change
drill at
this.
the wall.
No, bro, like hitting is so mental that, like, oh man, that's why I don't like being a hitting coach. To be
It's
honest
hard.
with you.
I mean, it's a hard job. It's not easy. You can't.
I don't like it because
It's hard, bro.
Because these kids need to understand it's a mental game at the plate. It is not your physical. I mean, yes, we need to create a good base, a good foundation, and make sure you can actually swing in the bat.
Right.
Make sure you're not doing some crazy stuff or anything. But once you have that, there is no more
No, you don't.
like tweaking, bro. You just got to have the confidence to go up there and hit against a kid.
And I think it's hard at a young age just because they don't. You know, when you're little, it's hard to grasp those type of things. Like, what does coach mean by mental? They just don't understand it at that age.
No, you have to teach them.
And all it is, like, it's a lot of repetition when you're getting coached. You got to keep reminding them these things and keep showing them different levels of how it's mental, and you know, like how different strike ball scenarios you got to approach in different ways. Just different counts like that. So,
but yeah, man, I mean, it was a decent video.
No, he was.
I
like
agree. I agree with most of everything he said. I think the only one that we kind of didn't agree on was the rec ball versus travel ball.
Yep.
You got to go play travel ball.
Yeah, and it might be different in his town, his city. I don't know.
Exactly. We're always talking about the great Gwinnett County,
right?
When we're talking about baseball, where we're at. and you can't say ragdoll is in such a bad state in Gwinnett County right now. It's you don't want to be there. Like every park that we go to, I hear something about hey,
only about 4 or 5 teams.
only a couple more teams here. We're almost out of teams. Kids don't want to come out and play anymore. Blah blah blah. So, but yeah, man, I think it was a good video. I think we'll do something like that again, where we kind of see somebody's takes on things and kind of give our inputs on it. But I mean, that's it for us today.
That's it for today.
Hey, we turn 2 and we out.